Kia ora koutou. This is the question about the noise level in the algebra exam this year, and I'm making this video for Linus, who emailed me and asked if I could do this one next. So we've got quite a lot of information about how we measure sound, which is quite interesting, I thought. The level of sound is measured on a log scale using a unit called a decibel, right? So it's a bit like with earthquakes. Right, the formula for the decibel level is given to us by this. So we've got D is the decibel level, and we've got 10 times the log to base 10 of these two things here. So P is the intensity of the sound, and P naught is the very weakest sound that the human ear can hear. And we've got two things that we're comparing, right? So we've got a cooling fan, which has got a decibel level of 38, and we've got a heat pump with a decibel level of 30 decibels. And we have to show that the cooling fan sound intensity, which means the decibels using this formula, is more than 6 times that of the heat pump sound intensity. Okay, so let's just take a look at our formula. So we've got D is equal to 10 log to base 10 of P over P naught. And so for the fan, we can write out this. So the fan has 38 for the decibel level, and it's going to be 10 log to base 10 of P, which is the intensity of the sound coming from the fan. So I'm going to write P fan just there, divided by the very quietest sound that the human ear can hear. So that's what we get here. And then I can write out a similar expression for the heat pump. And that's going to be this. 30 is equal to 10 log to base 10 of P HP for heat pump over P naught. And we have to compare them. Now, it's a show that question, so we have to go, I guess we have to be careful to explain what we're doing. Rearranging this, we get 3.8 is equal to the log of P fan over P naught. And over here, we've got 3 is equal to the log to base 10 of P heat pump. So that's the intensity of the sound coming from the heat pump over the very weakest sound that the human ear can hear. And we're going to be comparing those two things. So what we need to be comparing is the sound intensity, right? So we want to be comparing P fan to P HP. So we have to do a wee bit of rearranging, and then we should be good to go. Now, the next step I'm going to do is just for my brain. You probably don't have to do this, but those of you who've been in my class will know that I teach logs with the loopy thing, and the loopy thing for me always goes like this, right? I don't know why, but my brain can't do it backwards. So there you go. I'm going to undo the log in here. So now we're going to get 10 to the power of 3.8 is equal to P fan divided by P naught, right? And over here, we're going to do the loopy thing backwards. So 10 to the power of 3 for the heat pump is equal to P HP divided by P naught. Now, we could actually work from this point, but I'm going to do this kind of really, really slowly. We're going to get an expression now for the sound intensity coming out of the fan, and that's going to be P naught times 10 to the power of 3.8, and the heat pump sound intensity will be P naught times 10 cubed. So if we want to compare them, it's like back in year 9 when you did not quite percentage change, but one amount compared to the other. We're going to do this. Looking at the question, we know that the fan is the noisier, so we're going to show that the sound intensity of the fan is more than 6 times. So let's work out P fan divided by P heat pump. Well, it works out really easily from here, right? So we've got P naught times 10 to the power of 3.8 divided by P naught times 10 cubed. The P naughts simplify away. We've got the same base here, so we just subtract the base, and we've got 10 to the power of 0.8. And you should be really happy when you bung that in your calculator, and out comes 6.3096. So that means that P fan over P HP is equal to 6.3096. So more than fan is more than 6 times noise of heat pump. If you want to show it even more clearly, I think a really nice last line would be, so we've got this one, but we could also write P fan is equal to 6.3096 times P HP. Okay, so there we go, we're done. So we've shown what we need to show, and that's all there is to that question. So let me know if there are any other ones from the papers that you want done. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of keep going in order with what's in front of me.